Good day. Welcome to Mayor King's TV News. I am Matsu Okwemitorishe, and here are the headlines. SSG declares Delta State among fourth largest economy in Nigeria. Honorable Okolie sponsors bill for establishment of Federal College of Education in Delta State. Youth leader arrested with AK-47, 4 suspected kidnappers nabbed in Ekpan, Delta State. Federal government deploys 10,000 troops against vandals as opposition and NLC protest. Nollywood actress Idia Essence set for stage debut in London. Nigerian firms unveil $500 million fund for renewable energy. UK Prime Minister Putin will breach Ukraine deal if it's not defended. Morocco prepares for Flying Eagles with victory against Ghana in a friendly match. Now the news in details. Secretary to the State Government, SSG, Dr. Kingsley Emu, has said Delta State has emerged as one of the top 4 largest economies in Nigeria. Dr. Emu stated this in his keynote speech at 2025 public lecture and award ceremony of the Association of Professional Bodies of Nigeria, Delta State chapter held in Asaba on Thursday. It said the theme, the role of professionals in the successful implementation of Delta State government's more agenda, was apt and highlighted on the state's impressive growth trajectory and attributing it to Governor Sheriff Oboyewari's strategic governance, infrastructure investment, and a thriving private sector. Dr. Emu emphasized that Delta State's economy rise was a result of deliberate policies aimed at boosting agriculture, industrialization, and human capital development. It said through prudent management of resources, investor-friendly policies, and a focus on key sectors like oil and gas, manufacturing, and technology, Delta State has solidified its place as a major economic hub in Nigeria. He also pointed to Governor Sheriff Oboyewari's administration as a key driver of this success, citing initiatives such as the expansion of road networks, increased support for small and medium enterprises, and the development of industrial parks across the state. In his commitment to delivering effective representation, Honorable Ngozi Lawrence Okolie, the member representing Anyocha Oshimili Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, have sponsored a bill seeking the establishment of a Federal College of Education in Onitsha-Lona, Anyocha North Local Government Area of Delta State. The proposed institution is aimed at addressing the growing demand for qualified teachers in Nigeria by providing professionals training for educators at the primary and junior secondary school levels. Honorable Okolie emphasized that the college would not only bolster the state's educational sector, but also contribute to national development by producing a steady supply of well-trained teachers, thereby alleviating the shortage of manpower in teaching profession. Delta State Police Command has arrested Victor Edavwe, a youth leader from Ekpan community, for unlawful possession of an AK-47 rifle and 44 rounds of 7.62 mm live ammunition. This was disclosed in a statement released on Wednesday by State Police Public Relations Officer SP Edafe Bright. According to the statement, Edawe, who serves as the youth president of Ekpan community, was apprehended on March 15, 2025, following intelligence reports suggesting he had recently acquired the weapon. Acting on tip-off, the Divisional Police Officer DPO of Ekpan Division CSP Aliyu Shaba led a team to Shrine Street in Ekpan, where Edawe was arrested. During interrogation of Edawe, provided information that led police operatives to the residence of an accomplice identified as Efe, also known as Eteyemo. A search of the premises resulted in the recovery of one AK-47 rifle, one single barrel gun, 3 cutlasses, 2 daggers, and 44 rounds of live ammunition hidden in the roof of the sitting room. However, both suspects are in custody as investigations continue. In a related operation, police arrested four suspected armed robbers and kidnappers on March 16, 2025, around the Jedo axis of Okwe local government area. The Commissioner of Police CP Olufemi Abaniwanda commended the Ekpan police team for their swift and professional response. The federal government has deployed 10,000 Nigerian security and civil defense corps personnel to curb further attacks on oil pipelines against the backdrop of the blast at the oil installations at River State between Sunday and Tuesday. The NSCDC spokesperson Afolabi Babawale confirmed the deployment of anti-vandal operatives on Wednesday, stating that the operatives were tasked with protecting critical infrastructure and preventing pipeline vandalism, particularly in Niger Delta. This came as the opposition lawmakers and organized labor protested the imposition of emergency rule in River State by President Bola Tinubu. However, it was stated that before the declaration of the emergency law, the political atmosphere in the state was charged, leading to three explosions within 2 days. The explosions followed threats by Ijaw groups against the push to impeach Fubara as they vowed to disrupt oil production and cripple the economy if lawmakers removed the governor. Recalling that Tinubu in a national broadcast on Tuesday announced the suspension of Governor Similayi Fubara, his deputy Professor Ngozi Odu, and the state assembly members. He also nominated Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas as the state's sole administrator. Ibas, who was sworn in as the Aso Villa on Wednesday, will administer the state for an initial period of 6 months. Now on the entertainment news. Nollywood actress Idia Asen is gearing up for her first ever stage performance in Dear Father, a compelling theoretical production premiering in London June 2025. This marks a significant milestone in Asian's career as she steps into the world of live theatre, taking a co-lead role in a story that dwells on family, sacrifice, and the urgent conversation around femicide. Produced by Sumi Group Dear Father, is the first stage adaptation from the Sumi Writers Atewa collection, a body of work under the Invisible Ants catalogue that has been development for 3 decades. The production is expected to strike an emotional chord with audiences through its gripping narrative and socially relevant themes. Sharing the stage with ACN is a star-studded cast led by veteran actor Richard Mofe Damijo RMD, who makes a grand return to the London theatre scene after nearly 40 years. Also joining the assembly are Kunle Remy, Ronke Ashodi Oken, Akin Lewis, Mike Edwards, Toby Bakre, Oluwaseun Ola, Tommy Ojo, many of whom will be also making their stage debuts. Now on the business news. The Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, the Sustainable Energy for All, the International Solar Alliance, and Africa 50 have announced an innovative partnership for $500 million, distributed Renewable Energy Nigeria Fund to develop and finance renewable energy products in Nigeria. According to a statement made available, NSIA, C for All, and Africa 50 recently signed the Fund Heads of Team agreement at the C for All Global Forum in Barbados. It was learned that the DRE Nigerian Fund aims to raise financing to offer tailored and financial instruments and attract private sector capital while addressing critical challenges such as currency volatility, tariff structures, and their limited availability of local currency financing options. The statement explained that targeted investments will support mini grids, solar home systems, and commercial and industrial power solutions, embedded generation projects, and innovative energy storage technologies. This will ensure more reliable and cost effective power access for Nigerian homes and businesses. Now on the foreign news. Sir Keir Starmer, after attending a meeting of senior military leaders in London, has said Russian President Vladimir Putin would breach a peace deal with Ukraine if it's not defended. The UK Prime Minister said that any agreements to stop the fighting between Russia and Ukraine would only be lasting if there were security arrangements in place. He was speaking at permanent joint headquarters in Northwood, London, where most than 20 countries gathered at a closed meeting to discuss proposals for troops in Ukraine to help guarantee the country's security as part of any peace deal. Takei said security arrangements would make clear to Russia there would be severe consequences if they breach any deal. However, the Prime Minister said the UK and its allies were moving from political momentum to military planning, which he said had to be done now before a deal was agreed. Now on the sports news. Nigerian Flying Eagles U20 AFCON Group B opponent Morocco beat Ghana 1-0 in a friendly game on Thursday night. The turn-up fixture is part of preparations for Morocco and Ghana ahead of this year U20 AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. Morocco was drawn in the same group with Flying Eagles, Egypt, and South Africa. Ghana will battle host Cote d'Ivoire, Democratic Republic of Congo, and Tanzania in Group A. The U20 AFCON is scheduled to hold from 26 April to 18 May 2025. However, the four teams that reach the semi-finals will qualify for 2025 FIFA U20 World Cup in Chile. Senegal's junior Teranga Lions are the defending champions. Recalling that at the 2023 U20 AFCON in Egypt, the Flying Eagles finished third. Now a recap on our headlines. SSG declares Delta State among fourth largest economy in Nigeria. Honorable Okoli sponsors bill for establishment of Federal College of Education in Delta State. Youth leader arrested with AK-47 for suspected kidnappers nabbed in Ekman, Delta State. Rivers emergency rule, federal government deploys 10,000 troops against vandals as opposition and NLC protest. Nollywood actress Idia Essence set for stage debut in London. Nigeria firms unveil $500 million fund for renewable energy. UK Prime Minister Putin would breach Ukraine deal if it's not defended. Morocco prepares for Flying Eagles with victory against Ghana in a friendly match. That's the news as edited by Timiola Emanuela. I am Matsu Okbamitorishe. Thanks for watching.